talk about your fairy tale wedding. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Disney weddings. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at all those magical details that make Disney weddings special. To make the cut, the wedding actually needs to take place and not just be planned or talked about.
First, I better go in there and propose to the girl.
We're also only looking at animated weddings, though. No matter how much we love the impromptu wedding between Elizabeth and Will.
Just kiss!
Number 10. Carl and Ellie Fredricksen, Up. Oh, Pixar, why do you do this to us? At the beginning of this film, we see Carl and Ellie's life together from the time they meet.
You and me, we're in a club now.
To their wedding to Ellie's death. The wedding perfectly fits the couple's personalities, with Ellie taking over the kiss and Carl absolutely loving it. Carl and Ellie waste no time after the wedding and get to work on their dream home with their wedding clothes still on. The scene really puts the vow until death do us part into perspective and shows us the meaning of true love.
Ellie is so beautiful. We made it.
Number 9. Fix-It Felix Jr. and Sergeant Tamara Jean Calhoun, Wreck-It Ralph.
Very elegant affair. Should have seen it. A lot of grandeur.
If anyone deserves a stress-free wedding, it's Sergeant Calhoun.
Flattery don't charge these batteries, civilian.
Her first wedding ended in complete tragedy when a giant bug crashed the party. Although she had a minigun up her dress, her betrothed was ultimately eaten. But who better to fix her broken heart than Fix-It Felix Jr.?
I can fix it. Now go!
Their wedding is bug and tragedy free, but there are quite a few precautions taken just in case. Somehow an entire army standing by doesn't take away from the romance. And it just wouldn't be a Sergeant Calhoun wedding without it.
And let's just say, some tears were shed.
Number 8. Aladdin and Princess Jasmine, Aladdin and the King of Thieves.
I think we're gonna have a little problem with leaks.
In this case, the second time is the charm. Aladdin and Jasmine were in the middle of their wedding ceremony when the infamous gang of 40 thieves came uninvited and proceeded to literally crash the wedding. They raid the high-profile wedding, and as it turns out, the leader of the gang, Cassim, is actually Aladdin's long-lost father.
You are the king of thieves?
Like it or not, boy, we are blood.
After some unconventional bonding time with Cassim, Aladdin and Jasmine finally get their dream wedding. The wedding is perfect with fireworks, 2 proud papas standing by, and of course a moonlit magic carpet ride.
Love-worthy friend, come back soon, that's the end!
Number 7. Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl, The Incredibles.
I do. I pronounce this couple husband and wife.
You know, for a superhero wedding, this scene is surprisingly low-key. Of course, most of the guests in attendance are superheroes who'd rather not draw attention to their secret identities. Mr. Incredible, aka Robert Parr, is predictably late for his own wedding when a cat in a tree sidetracks him. And he confronts a burglar, among other things.
Are you doing anything later?
I have a previous engagement.
Luckily for him, his soon-to-be wife Elastigirl is flexible and forgives him.
Cutting it kind of close, don't you think?
You need to be more flexible.
She accepts who he is, which is super advice for any marriage, but still gives him a little talking to at the altar.
I love you, but if we're gonna make this work, you gotta be more than Mr. Incredible. You know that.
Number 6. Robin Hood and Maid Marian, Robin Hood. After living in a world of corruption and poverty, the wedding between Robin Hood and Maid Marian marks the beginning of a new chapter for the town of Nottingham. The childhood sweethearts practically float out of the church, and the love they clearly have for each other can't help but make you smile. The wedding is very reminiscent of Cinderella's with a horse-drawn carriage, and it even uses the same audio clip for the ringing church bells.
Hey, we better get over to the church. Sounds like somebody's getting hitched.
But Robin and Marian definitely have their own foxy style.
Well, folks, that's the way it really happened.
Number 5. Roger and Anita Radcliffe and Pongo and Perdita, 101 Dalmatians.
Wilt thou love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health?
Roger and Anita are quiet and simple people, and they so graciously share their wedding date with their dogs Pongo and Perdita. The intimate scene takes place in a lovely chapel, with light streaming through the stained glass window as the priest reads the two couples their vows, with Pongo and Perdita having their own moment in the courtyard.
So long as ye both shall live, I will.
This is probably the simplest Disney wedding since there are no guests and the human couple is only wearing their Sunday best. But the wedding is certainly not lacking in love. Number 4, Prince Naveen and Tiana, the Princess and the Frog.
You just kissed yourself a princess.
And I'm about to do it again.
In this entry, we get the pleasure of seeing a back-to-back wedding for the same couple. The first is a frog wedding when Tiana and Naveen are cursed.
Now pronounce your frog and wife. Get to it, Hopalong.
The wedding may be in a swamp, but they make it work with Naveen in a butterfly bow tie.
Congratulations.
They're both surrounded by white flowers with the sun shining down on them, casting everything in a golden glow. When the couple kisses, magic happens. Literally. True love breaks the curse and they transform back into humans. The couple takes advantage of their transformation to have a more human wedding complete with a church, family and friends, and a horse-drawn carriage in true Disney style. Number 3, Eugene Flynn Rider Fitzherbert and Rapunzel, Tangled Ever After.
It was a magical day, and everything went just as we planned.
Well... An entire Disney short completely dedicated to a wedding is every romantic's dream. The day starts off beautifully with the grand reveal of Rapunzel to her soon-to-be hubby, and his reaction makes everybody melt.
Wow.
Wow.
Her extra-long lace veil pays tribute to her departed golden locks. The peaceful wedding quickly turns upside down when Pascal and Maximus lose the rings. Luckily, they are loyal companions, and go to great lengths to get the rings back, leading to a hilarious exchanging of the rings. The short has everything you could want from a Disney wedding, with romance and comedy rolled into one adorable bundle.
You may kiss.
Number 2, Prince Eric and Princess Ariel, The Little Mermaid. Ariel and Eric make for an unconventional couple, so it makes sense that their wedding is equally unique. The wedding takes place on a big, beautiful ship in the open ocean, which accommodates all guests, be they human, mermaid, or fish. Other than Chef Louis trying to murder Sebastian, the wedding is smooth sailing and full of love. Ariel and Triton share the sweetest father-daughter moment ever, and it's nice to see the two close again after such a rocky relationship.
I love you, Daddy.
Finally, Triton's magical rainbow is a perfect end to a lovely wedding. Before we reveal our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Wow, really good reception here.
Whoa! By the power vested in me, Bani, I hereby pronounce you husband and wife.
Number 1, Prince Charming and Cinderella, Cinderella. If you've ever heard someone say they want a Cinderella wedding, then you'll know why this had to get the number 1 spot. Cinderella is the first Disney princess to get the bridal treatment. It's safe to say that Disney nailed it, and this moment has been iconic ever since. The short scene is breathtaking with ringing church bells, a white and gold horse-drawn carriage, and a little throwback of how the couple met when Cinderella loses her shoe. Cinderella and Prince Charming then share a sweet little kiss as they're whisked away to their happily ever after. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.